So today's video is going to be about Fenty. Of course you can tell by the title, it's another Fenty video. Yes, I know. But you know what, I had to come and do it because this is my first makeup tutorial that I've done in a while. So it was only right that I came right with Fenty. So I got a total of 6 products. I bought 5 and then my husband, because he's so sweet, surprised me with an extra product. You know, I called him because it was a mission to get these products. So I called him and I was like, oh, I got all these products. And then I was naming the ones I have, and he has seen me watch so many tutorials, so he knows like more about Fenty than I do. So he's like, okay, so you didn't get this? And I was like, no, I didn't get it because you know what, the budget, you know, the money, Fenty came for all my money, and I was like, I'm not trying to run out of money. I already went ham, so I was like, no, I couldn't get that product. So when I came home, actually I was home and he came home and he's like, oh, you got all your Fenty, and I was like, yay. And then he's like, one more, here you go. And I was like, oh my god, are you serious? So I got a total of 6 products. So let's get into that. I got the primer, so the Pro Filter primer. I got the foundation in 410, of course. I got the matchsticks, and I got them. So this is I count this as one product, but it's pretty much 3 in 1. But pretty much I got the color truffle, rum, and caramel. I got 2 kilowatt palettes. So I got the Mercier Mule and Ginger Binge, and this is the one that my husband surprised me with. Didn't he do well, guys? Come on, man. Come on, guys. He did well. And this was perfect because I wore it to a wedding yesterday. I got, of course, Trophy Wife, and that's what I got right here. You know, that Trophy Wife. Beautiful, beautiful. And lastly, I got the Fenty Glow Gloss. And I came up with this look. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, keep on watching, guys. I'm going to go in with the Pro Filter primer. I'm just shaking this bad boy up. I really, really, really like this primer. Feels so good. So I'm just rubbing that all over. Ooh, it feels so good. Just makes your skin look nice, you know. Just gives you that even base. I'm going in with my foundation, and I got the color 410. So the product says that you should shake well, so I'm shaking it. And the formula of this foundation is very liquidy, but a little goes a long way. And what I learned is that it's good to work with a damp sponge. I think the damp sponge or a damp brush really works for me. So I'm just dabbing that into my skin. And this product dries really fast, so what you want to do is you want to work with one area at a time. Because if you put a spot here, 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 and then start working it, I feel like it just doesn't blend as smooth. I shouldn't stop and talk. I should be multitasking because we're not trying to dry it out. And the shade is like 40 shades, guys. That means we all get one. Rihanna was like, one for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you, honey. She was like, I'm trying to match you all. I feel like this might be a little bit too light, but you know what? I can work with it. I have a tan from my holiday. I'm working really fast to blend it out. And this foundation says that it's a medium to full coverage. I think it's, right now I've got a medium coverage because I can still see some of like my dark areas, but it's definitely buildable. Like if you want to work on putting more foundation in certain areas, you can definitely do it. So next I'm going to go in with my matchsticks. So my matchsticks, I think the packaging on this is the bomb. Like honestly, I am so messy when it comes to carrying makeup, like especially when you're on the go. I'm just like just shoving it in my bag, and then you got makeup with the packaging and everything, and it's so messy. I think this is the bomb because like you can just pop and go, you know, carry 3 for 1, 3 for 1. So I'm gonna go in with caramel. Now these products are not as creamy as, you know, my typical highlight, but they do, like, I feel like the combination between the primer, the foundation, and the stick works really, really well. Like honestly, she knew what she was doing when she was putting these together. It's not my fave, to be honest, because it's not as creamy as I would like it to be. But you know, when you match them all together, it really, really looks like beautiful skin. You know, you look like you just woke up, like beautiful. And I find the same what I said about the foundation. I like to, usually when I do my contour, my highlight, I'm like boom, 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 and blend it at the same time. But because these products dry out real fast, I like to work at one area, pack it on, then blend it. And this is my damp beauty blender. So one area, and then move on to the next. Ooh, ooh, that is so beautiful. Onto the nose. And I think as a beginner, if you're a beginner at doing makeup, I think this is so easy because the application is just like, you know, whoop, 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 and go. You know, you can be drawing hearts and dime signs and all them, you know, all them kind of things on your faces because it's just that easy to apply. My camera did die, so I just went ahead and blended out the rest of my contour, my highlight. So next I'm gonna go in with Truffle, and this is my contour shade. And again, you know, you want to work one area at a time. I think this helps because I think my foundation's a little bit too light. This helps it helps it to make more sense. So I have my damp beauty blender. I'm just blending that in. These products really do work amazing together. I just like how fast it is to apply the products. Like, just slapping them on and going. And the contour shade, I like it because it's not too like dark for me. I don't like a contour that's too dark because then it just makes me looking like, honey, what you doing? You know, this is doing good. This works well. You know what, now using these matchsticks again, like I used them yesterday and I was like, I think using it again today, like the whole combination together, I'm about it. I would definitely use it. Maybe it's not like a must-have, but I feel like it works together. And I like to use it as a contour for my nose, because it's not too sharp. You know, it's not one of those contours that are like, oh, you contoured your nose. It's very subtle. Is that perfect nose contour shade? Oh yes, honey. Oh yes. So I was too getting carried away with the raving and ranting that I forgot to go ahead and set my under eyes. I am just going to use a little bit of product because these products kind of dry. They go from like a cream or a cream to powder, so they don't really need a lot of setting powder because again, it's not too creamy, so it's not going to be slipping and sliding. So you just need a little bit of setting powder, honestly, because you don't need to go ahead and, you know, pack your setting powder on because it's not that kind of product. But we still want to make sure that we lock the product in place. And then just to help with the long lasting wear, so I'm just going to pack that into the skin actually. There we go. So next for my blush, I'm going to go in with Raisin by MAC. Just a little bit of colour into the skin. And then for the moment of truth. This, you don't want to go ham because it is so pigmented. Look at the pigmentation. It is so, I don't even know if you can see that. It is so, look at that. It is so pigmented. So if you go in and just swipe it, you're going to get highlighter on your face. We don't need to highlight our face like, you know, neon. So you just want to go in like a little tap and simply tap that on. Oh, it's pretty. Put a little bit too much for my liking there, I'm not going to lie. But we're going to even it out, so just put a little bit more. Let me see, it's alright. I would have gone a bit lighter. I just went a bit too crazy. See, I was tapping, double tapping, but it's alright. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to work that into the skin. to soften it up a little bit. I'm not going to highlight my nose with that because I think that's going to be too much. So I'm going to go in with the rum, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my nose. Ooh, ooh, yes. Yes, Han. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Now that is beautiful. We might as well just do the whole thing. And the cupid bow. Ooh, yes! Then, lastly, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with cork lip liner. And then, I'm going in with the Fenty gloss. This is the Fenty, it's called Fenty Glow. Oh yeah. Come on. It's like it's a gloss, it's a simple gloss, but like the color to it is like a little, it has a little bit of pink to it. Was it pink or, I guess pink. And it is, like, it's a gloss worth having. You can actually wear it. Look, I'm wearing it by myself and it's not sticking. It's that perfect shine. And there it is, girls. I am shining. Whoo! Yes, Fenty. This is that Fenty face. Whoo! Done. I love it. I love it. To be honest, this is the first time like I wore yesterday. I didn't wear Trophy Wife. I wore it this morning, but not like this. So this is the first time that I'm soaking in Trophy Wife. I was a bit nervous to put it on, I'm not gonna lie, but I am liking it. I'm liking it. Alright.